Ah, the rice field of contemplation. Oh, it's too soggy to get my hands down there. Right then. I've got to load up the truck. We're going to go to the market tomorrow. Weather's going to be good. Look at all these clouds. Yeah, got to, when you do a fair bit of exercise, you sort of push yourself a bit, you go, ooh, I feel like going to Sleepy Land. And so I hopped in the bath and I went to the land of the sheeps for a couple of hours. Fell asleep in the bath. I was dreaming in there. And I was like, right, time to get up. And right, so we'll load up the rig, do a bit of a photo shoot for a couple of things, righto, and just keep soldiering on, mate. Soldier on, like that. You see? And hopefully tomorrow I might sell off a few things. I had some bread in the there was a little bit of mould in the bread, and I had some bread in these things that I didn't get around to eating, and that mouldy one, and I chucked him in the back of the rig, went and had a snooze, came back, because OLD people nap apparently, and the bloody, it was all for Crowy and his family. And I come back and all the rock, the other birdies, the noisy birdies, and the crows in my area, and maybe the hawks, they ate it all. So that's what's happening today. Right then, now, yeah, I had that run this morning, just a decent pace of jog, and so feeling bodily pretty good. Gonna have to start working on flexibility. God. So that's what's going on with that. So apparently the weather's gonna be pretty decent tomorrow. Gonna be like that. So right, I'll put some juice in the rig, so that's good. What else do I have to do? I'm gonna zip tie that up or do some dealy-wheelie with that. No one cares about this story. I'm just sort of like pretty excited about just being me. Yes. Oh, that dude I've been watching of late, Survival Russia. It turns out the reason why the bloke has a command of the master language, Zig English, is because he's actually from Denmark. And most people in the northern areas of the Europeans, Bashos, can speak the master language, Zig English. So that's why. I wonder if his woman's Danish too, because she speaks the master language, Zig English, better than him. So, don't know. But anyway, the bloke's groovy, and yeah, I've been really enjoying his YouTube channel. So check it out, Survival Russia. And Garage 54. I haven't checked it out yet. Apparently they got a whole bunch of chainsaws and and then they made a V8 engine or something. I don't know, I haven't seen the video yet, but those dudes, I mean, they're the followers like me, come up with all kinds of silly ideas, and then they make it happen. It's yeah, so get out there and do something awesome, and because times are ticking. This is your life. Tick, 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 tick. Right? Remember that. The life and times of Grizzly Eye. Look at all this shit everywhere. Yeah, I had to sort of say, hey man, oh, this. Right then, now, yeah, let's see if that works. Still works. Yeah, like, aren't we sharing this? All this shit was everywhere. And, oh, look at that is. Now, and all his bullshit's everywhere, and I can't. The other day I wanted to do a bit of work on this and I couldn't get in on. Yeah, just nicely, because he's a good dude, and I understand it. He's Get so much junk. So, I'm not pissed off. I'm just like, you know, his crap just look, what's that? A bucket of dirt? And his crap just keeps, that's not my stuff, that table and all that shit. Actually, he watches my YouTube channel. He's probably watching this. Look at all this fucking shit. Anyways, right, what we're going to do is, find a few thingy-majiggies. What's that? Find a few thingy-majiggies. And, they sell for $1 each, don't they? Those, untoward... there they are. Yeah. Oh, okay, there they are. Those, they can go. I'll see if I can sell the lot for free. Give someone $1 to take all those. They're actually boy meets boy, solo no. I bought a bunch of these comic booksies and CDs, like there's music CDs. A whole bunch of these. I've got another box of these, and they're someone at the auction house must have realised that they're worth a lot of dough. And I'm like, I thought they were just normal comic books, but it turns out, oh, it's boy meets boy, solid no. We've got up there. We've got some kind of records. They're for some kind of westerny whatever's. Right, now, what we're going to do, a halogen heater. Oh, that belongs to this other dude, an American bloke. Yes. That could be useful in a couple of months, but those that are following my, that's a spark plug tester. Those that are following my channel, if you're interested in my stuff, I'm serious, there's gonna come a time, and it won't be very long, I go, boom, stick it on holiday mode, and then I go on a mission. So, don't mess about. If you're gonna buy my stuff, I suggest you buy it. Now, let's go do something, and then we'll come back here and solve this issue. I better get that other box of CDs, so hopefully we'll just flog all those off. I was going to send them somewhere and that all failed. But anyway, now, what is all this stuff? That's not mine, that's not mine. Where's my stuff? Hey? I've got a whole bunch of tools, electrical tools. I can chuck a whole bunch of those on. We'll see how we go. Well, what's this thing? Why is this here? God damn it. Shit, that's not mine. None of that's mine. This is, but it's my space. None of this is mine. You know? Am I cracking the shits? Nope. Got some awesome, a lot of that stuff. That's all ceramic, beautiful stuff. Beautiful ceramics. The plan was send all it's beautiful antique stuff. That one there. A couple of them underneath that. Whatever. But there's some really beautiful, like just really beautiful type of awesomenesses of ceramic. Loads of the stuff, like a ton of it. Yeah. Anyway, is that the one that doesn't? Is that the good one? There's one of them that I had to bypass the limit switch. No one's listening to this story, but I'm just thinking aloud. Now, right, we can take these. Right, so we take all that garbage and don't get the sideboards, do that stuff. Right, I'll go and present some excellence, and then I'll mess about with this stuff here. So that'll work out okay. Yes. Right. Here's another box of that stuff. We've got some Western stuff. Let it be. Chicago. Sinead O'Connor. Didn't she die? Oh, what are we going to use? That Pat Metheny group. Never heard of them. Who's that? George Winston. Never heard of that dude. She's big. Some girl next door. Solino. But loads of different whatevers. Who's that? Someone. Right. Let's just take those. Anyway. Okay, now, what we're going to do is, I might take that Jenny. I'm not quite sure just yet. I better do this, and then I'll do the I'll do that other stuff. Right. Okay, it's getting dark, but at least I can drive in there now. I was like, I can't even get in there, man. You know, I wanted to do some work on the thingy-jiggy, and it was raining one day. I was like, oh, I want to unload. And you know, sooner or later you start to go, hey, you know, taking liberty for all this time, it just keeps gravitating. You know, like, nah, sooner or later, mate. Nah, come on now, pull your socks up. Now, let's. Ooh, good work. Trolley. I had to bring this trolley in here because he kept ripping it off, and when I went to use my trolley, I gave him this other one to use. Fucking hell. So you go to tools, mate. Tools, right? See. You always know where your tools are, so you just go BAM, and there it is, right? But sometimes you go like that and it's not there. It's, am I having a shitty poos? Yeah, if I can stop yawning. Right, now I figured I'd get a few things done before that weather. Supposed to be good tomorrow. It ain't too good now. One of the carpenters has moved his rig in the way of my rig, and my rig's in the other warehouse. Right, now I've got my list of dealy wheelies because I didn't bring the notebook. Okay, let's have our now, without any further ado, let's begin with BIWA Butchie. Now, this Butchie here, when this was with that Butchie there, with that awesome Golgen BIWA and that dealy wheelie to stand there, gonna sell this separately. Now, there was. The deal breaker was when I was at the auction house. A young guy and I were going at this, and eventually, thankfully, he eventually dropped out. Turns out that the deal breaker was right here. There was he had a close look at this, and he eventually dropped out of the bidding, and turns out, and I was like, oh man, well this is cracked, but no. Turns out that this one and that one were together. Okay, now what happened was, oh, that BIWA is about a chap was telling me it's like 150 years of age. And what happened was, you know, when an elastic band, boing boing boing, elastic band was on this and that one, and I presume at some time that they were together. And what happened was the elastic band got really gummy and old and broke off, and so it left this straight line here and a line along here, and it looked like it was cracked. It really looked like it was cracked. And so I got some stuff and I cleaned it off, and I was like, no, because when I started bringing things in, I sort of went, oh man, this one's cracked. And I went like that, and some of the stuff started coming off. And I'm like, whoa. And it turns out that it was just a really old cruddy elastic band that was holding it. It's at some stage with the other one. I presume they were placed together like that. Oh! So there you go. And it's not damaged. This is a real deal. Yeah, that's about 150 years old, a chap was telling me. There's like a branding on it and all that sort of stuff. And anyways, so these are awesome. This is all right. So what I'm going to do is send this separately via the air freighter. Oh, it's raining again. Looks like we're going to have to tarp up tonight. So these are awesome. Now, these, to get one new, you're looking about 300 bucks. Now, where is my drawing stick? Right. Okay, so that particular one, that one there, we better get a decent price on that one. And the other one, we better put a decent enough price. Okay, now, oh, she's coming down rain-wise. Now, I'm not kidding you. I'm gonna go on a mission. So when I do go on a mission, when I finalize all the things, I'm gonna have to put my store on holiday mode, which means I won't be here. So don't mess about. If you want something, go boom. All right, make it happen. I'm not kidding you. I haven't done that in years actually, but that's what's gonna have to happen. Okay, so this real deal Butchie, the bloke that the young guy that I was fighting with for this stuff, he sort of picked it up and he had a look at it and and then he decided to drop out of the bidding and I figure, oh well, but lo and behold, this thing here, they're about 300 bucks just for that one. Alright, so you get a crazy good price on that. Now, next up on the price is right. This is another Butchie, BIWA no Butchie. Back in the day, sometimes you'd have all kinds of different types of material. This is some kind of other type of wood. So from my understanding, that's a softer type of wood. So they once that wears down enough, they'll change that. And that's what they did back in the day. So there's another one. I'll sell this cheaper. That's also, what's that wood? Is that Kayanoki? What type of wood is that? It's not Kaya, is it? Some kind of special wood. Alright, so there's that Butchie. Now we're going to yawn again, aren't we? Oh! Right then, now, let us have a look at this unit here. Now, when I bought this, this was on the side. This will be a repair piece. These are for a Butchie BIWA stand. BIWA no stando desu ne. And BIWA stand. And these things here, they're very similar to katana stands. See that katana stand over there? Very similar to that sort of thing. Now, again, the reason why I was able to even get this is because there was a few issues like this. This one here, missing this one leg. I was thinking of knocking these out because it looks like there was just two sort of fixtures here. I believe maybe I just saw this, but just sort of because this was the way it was sitting, I couldn't see. I didn't even know that was missing, and I thought later on, oh yeah, it'll be there. I'm not really sure. When I was moving everything, I'm like, oh man, maybe that had fallen off somewhere and it was there, and I looked around for it in the auction house as I was moving a bunch of stuff and I couldn't find it, so maybe it wasn't there. I think that was also one of the reasons why it was a deal breaker, why the bloke decided not to continue bidding. So someone out there could easily, if they're into repair of this, make up a piece of wood just like that. See how it's a bit loose there, this one too, so that's alright. So make up another one there or knock them out and just have that flat. This is a wedge, and this piece here comes out, and from just from my experience, I knew that. I checked it to see if it will tap out, and it will. So I plan to sea freight this particular unit. That's the plan for that. So that's what I will do. And so the rear pieces themselves. Right, now, I did actually take a picture of that and that together, and I'm certain that someone will say, hey, does the BIWA come with it? And someone will, and someone else will, now that they've heard this, just to joke and waste their own time. Anyways, right, let's have a look at this BIWA, shall we? When I took this out of the rig, I didn't know that this one here had actually chewed out this peg here. I've actually got some, I was going through my Shamisen resources, because in here we have a Shamisen, and the skins are good. So, I was going through my Shamisen resources, and I used to have 10 butchies, I think it was, for Shamisen, and, you know, just over the years, I've been, placing them in with Shamisen, stuff like that. Don't have any, but I did find pegs for Shamisen, but not for BIWA. Now, this here, some BIWA dudes are looking at this, go, whoa, that's a Gulgam BIWA. Yeah, it is Gulgam 5-string BIWA. This is worth thousands, by the way. Now this here, as I say, a chap was telling me, one of the old fellas was saying, yeah, this thing's about 150 years old. So that sort of broke off, and it was sort of rotted away and broke off, but the rest of it is quite solid. So this here, any bloke craftsman worth his salt will know to extend that, and then drill a hole in there, and you're back in the game. Alright. Or they'll probably come up with a doweling situation there in order to have the same lengths, or do the same, or I don't know, craftsmen, too good for me. But anyways, they do craft things. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Right, I will get around to getting a translation from this awesomeness of awesome drum. Okay, so this awesomeness of, I haven't pop that in at all, but I will have to dismantle it all. So the body, neck, take pegs out. Sometimes I'll place this with this, depending on how tight this is. Alright, so it's got that piece there, doesn't have this piece here, so you'll need to make, you know, the craftsmen know what they're talking about, these BIWA thingies, these thingamajiggies, and make some crafted thingamajiggy there. Missing one of the bridges. It does have one of the bamboo pieces on top of the bridge, just the one. I did go, there's a bamboo forest over there, I did go and cut a bunch of those and actually put some on a BIWA years ago. I did that. Now, from my reckoning, because this is so old, some pieces have been replaced over the years. There's the elderly lady I can get strings from, and they actually repair Shamisen and do all kinds of things. I swear she's got to be pushing 90 now, and still fitter than me. She'd probably jog along the beach. She'd probably pass me one day, just like that dude from Slovenia when he passed Jet Lawrence at the donations. I'm talking about motocross now. He's never going to let that one down. But anyways, that lady, I can go and see her and get some new strings. These strings look to be alright currently, don't they? Yeah, I thought they might be alright. Right, so that piece there is missing. It doesn't have the bridge support there. Let's see now. This is beautiful, isn't it? Nice. This here, there's some cracking down here. I've seen that a lot with BIWAs over the years. I've probably dealt with about 20 BIWA over the years. Does have this piece And these dealies here. Yeah, let's just turn this over. Yeah, I don't want to push that in, but that's all set, so you can take that out and then do the filings or whatever if you want it tighter or looser. And we'll see. That's probably just pop in anyways without any having to do anything. I don't know if that'll pop off easily enough. I might not do that at all. Due to the delicacy of these things, this will have to go via air freight, so ain't cheap. I want to send this one by air freight too, which won't be cheap. I would usually, due to the size, it could go via sea freight, but because it's got the good skins, I think it's ready to play. It just doesn't have a butchie. Now, that layer is a brand, look at that, utilizing a branding iron for its maker. See, there's cracking along there. That is not, that's quite common actually for the real, when they get real old, but it's for the most part, look at that. I've seen some over the years that have awesome carvings and that sort of thing along here. So for the most part, as you can see, it's pretty good. Whether that even penetrates, that's rare for it to do so, because they meet up against that other bit of wood there, don't they? Yeah. Material. There you go, look at that. There's actually I think he's a Spanish bloke in Fukuoka. I think he's gearing up to retire, and the actual skill, I've got the link to the website somewhere. The skill of making biwa, he came over in like the 80s and got into, from a master, learned how to start making biwa, and the lost art, it will be a lost art at some stage. He's one of the few people that actually still make them, and he's got some kind of workshop or something, and he's teaching other people how to do it. But it won't be long before that's a lost art, I reckon, you know. The beauty of biwa. Basically, it's the bass guitar of antiquity, of Japanese history. What's going on there? I didn't even notice that. What is that? It's some kind of engraving or something, I believe. Yeah, I'll just go and support that. That drum is awesome, by the way. Oh! My legs going, hey! Like last night, going jogging up those stairs, mate, up to Artago Shrine. Whew, my legs are like not very happy with you. Oh, there we go. What do we have there? It's some kind of, wow, look at that. It's some kind of flower. Yeah, it looks like this might have been script or something along here, possibly, not sure. That's some kind of flower engraving or something. Look at that. Now, how rare is this? 150 years old. And look at that. This here usually would be quite damaged in the way they will sit them against a wall or something. Back in the day, the geisha would be entertaining chaps, and they'd get a few too many drinky poos in them and fall over the geishas, and these things get banged against the wall and all that. And look at that, beautiful nick. I think this reached 17 and 9 seconds. That's what happens with this Earl of Potato Cam the 4th at 17 and 9 seconds, and that's enough video. That's as much video as you can take in one go. Right, so right there, the tiniest bit of wear of when they place it against a wall. How's that? This is the real deal. Alright, so don't mess about with this. I don't know if I've ever seen this design before, but it looks to me like that's the reason why that's in such good condition. That would have been hanging. They would have hung that once it's strung, because it's not exactly strung, and they would have hung that. That's how that would have been, and that came together with it, so when they got home they would have placed it in there, right? So what a unit. That's just beautiful. That is a real deal piece of Japanese history. Okay, I want to give that drum a bit of a bonk now. What a unit. That is awesome. Don't know how that's going to come out on this. The microphone sometimes goes pew, 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 from the sound fluctuation-y noise thingy-majiggies. That's the technical term for frequency of sound. Now, yeah, so I'm going to have to air freight that. So yeah, at some stage that bonding came away and that bit went pew, and I don't know where that is ever again. I'm going to nick out of that one there. These dealy wheelies, Obasan, that lady, she's got that sort of stuff, and yeah, so if you need strings and things like that, I can get Golgen strings. Seems to me these might all be the same size. So yes, so yeah, that'd need a new set. Yeah, they look like the same size, don't they? Same diameters. So yeah, I need a new set. Yeah, so that's sort of the main portions there. You know what I'm blathering on about. I'm always blathering. Beautiful. Okay, right, that's that. Now, let's move on to the next dealy wheelie. This unit here. Awesome! The Thor hammer. What does this say? My translator's busy currently. He contacted me last night on the texty thingamajiggy, and I was actually out. He contacted me like 8:30, but I left at, what was it, 8:15 or something? 8:15, and went on a 5-hour journey. So I didn't get back to it. I think, God, what was it? I didn't get to sleep until 1:30. Alright, now this unit here is awesome for a secondary bell, a hansho. Could be even used for a bonsho, for a Buddhist bell. That would be awesome. And the big ones, like this is a big striker, so this would have been utilized for a real big one. I'm guessing that's what it was used for. And sometimes they pop them up inside and just go like that, and then they just sit inside the bell. So that would have been utilized, I believe, for a quite a sizable secondary bell at a Buddhist temple. I believe that that's what it is. If I'm wrong, sue me. Maybe my blood's worth something. That is awesome. I like that. Yes. Now, I've got some ideas for some things, like sea freight for that, air freight for that. Right, let's move on to this unit here. These will go via the air freighter. They'll be separated. So if you do purchase those dealies through Etsy, rarely do people put their phone number in their information on Etsy. So just sort of get that to me. eBay, they already do that. All right, now. Oh yeah. Oh, this muscle in here is saying, "Hey." Not very pleased with me. And I've still got to load the truck up. A lot of those boxes are like 40 kilos or something. I've got to chuck all them on the truck, so that's going to be fun. Just going to have to man up. And my runners are saturated from this morning, so I'm wearing these dealy wheelies. These look good, but they've got no cushioning. So, but my did my feet feel sore from last night with wearing those kickers. Woo! Right then, now this here, I wanted to actually do the Shamisen prior because of the this is good enough. Now, this Yazutsu here, and this Yazutsu would handle, I believe, 98 centimeter. It could handle that. These arrows, these are aluminum, just like mine. That's my set over there. How's that bloke? Some Richie Rich is going to buy that off me someday. Yeah. Now, that sculpture bronze. These dealies are target arrows, and they're pretty good nick. Pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Alright. Now these are... yeah, the knocks are okay, aren't they? Yeah. These arrows are 92 centimeters. Okay, so you'll get that and this really awesome new style Yazutsu. Alright. And let's see now. That will go in that. These will go in that, and that will go in one of those kind of dealy wheelies. I've got some other packing material up there, the same as that stuff, and that will go via EMS air. Now let me get some shots of the Shamisen before I forget, and then we'll go from there. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Got some shots of this. I actually took the protector off the top here to have a look, and yeah, good condition. Sometimes in there they get all sort of banged up. Good nick. Alright, so a good case too. It's just really good. Even the keys, I've got a shot of those. There's a couple of keys in there. The skins are good. It's even got a really cool wood style bridge that was sitting like that. So it might be plastic that looks like wood. Yeah, could be plastic that looks like wood. Don't know. Probably would have replaced them plenty of times. Now, I did take this protector off. See, the skins are good, which is rare. Because usually once they retire and stuff, they slice the skins. Now they put on a little bit of extra. I thought maybe the skin under there wasn't so good, but or was torn or something. But no, they've put on a little bit of extra. It could be dog skin or could be cat skin. I don't know. Bit of extra skinning on top of this skin. I've seen that before, in order to give it more life, you know, because you're banging here with the butt cheek. With the butt cheek. Right, so that there is where your non-slip on your those dealies. As you're kneeling. Now, see that? Skin's good. So rare. I rarely find them that are in totally alright condition. So I've found like a lot of old school antiques over the years, and you know, when they retire they go like that, and much to my chagrin, because they're expensive. I know people that repair these. Now, I presume the old boy, he still does that. And all bar sign there. It's got a groovy dealy wheelie there. I haven't seen that style before. This is good. So what I plan to do, I'll put some packing in there. You got these dealies, tie those to hold it in there. Strings look alright too. I can get strings and all kinds of things. And then the elderly lady, she's her hands are, I don't know, what do you call it, arthritis or something, I don't know, but has trouble opening the packages for the strings and all that sort of stuff, especially when I go to get BIWA strings. And she's like, oh, I've been one of her customers for, I don't know, 15 years or something. And she's like, oh, you can do it. And I open up the packages and I count them out and all that. She's awesome. Yep. 90 odd. It's got to be 90 years old. And, imagine making it to that. They own this, like, their house looks like, I swear, it looks like it's, what they call mansions here. They call them mansions in England. That was the first time I ever heard the word mansions for these apartment block type of things. Their place, I swear, for years when I walked by there, I thought that was an apartment block. One day she said to me, so where do you live anyway? I always go into town far away to see them. And when she asked me where I live, it turns out I live 5 minutes walk. I always thought it was an apartment block. But no, that's their joint. That's their place. So they're zillionaires. Yeah, but really, really nice. I roll up in just shit. I'm serious. I roll up in just garbage. Sometimes people, like I go there and I sit in the waiting room and people will come in and they just take one look at me. Or what? And they're just in shock. They're like, should we call the police or something? What's this guy doing here? And then this elderly lady, she comes shuffling out and she says, oh, you can open that. She's awesome. I like that. You take one look at me and you think I'm a piece of shit. But she doesn't do that. I'm just honoured, mate. Oh, I'm a piece of shit, but no, I'm not. Okay, now. Okay, so, yeah, I'll have to put some cushioning in there. The case is really good. Actually, it reminds me when a friend, this old bloke, he's gone now. He died. I asked his daughter, so where is he? I haven't been here for a while. And she said, oh, he passed away. Oh, shit. He told me about this shakuhachi guy. I thought he was someone that repairs them or something. It turns out he gave me the address of this bloke, and I went there to his place and asked about the shakuhachi and repairing the utaguchis and all that. And I go to this place, and I'm like, bloody hell! And this joint was just the richest place I've ever seen in Japan. And that bloke was awesome. A real big bloke, and he plays shakuhachi. He had the lungs of a lion, and yeah, he's really nice to me. And I thought, geez, I'm way out of my depth here. But these days, I don't give a damn. I'll talk to anyone. I don't give a damn how rich people are or whatever. I might be poor, but I'm kind of happy. So there you go. All right. No, she's wonderful, that lady. She's, yeah, just how funny it was. The both of us just laughing when I told her where I reside, and she said, yeah, I live just over there. For years I was going all that way. That's hilarious. Okay, so that's that. Now, I don't know, this is not going to be fun unloading that truck, and I've got to load in the truck, and I've got to unload it at the market tomorrow morning. That ain't going to be fun. Now, key eye on this one, don't get zapped. Alright, it's only 110 volt in this land. I've been zapped by Australian 240 before. Maybe that's why I'm so bizarro. Yeah, that one, a bit of key eye. Right, I didn't bring my notepad along, but we do have this. And I might even be able to read my hieroglyphics. Good, I'll chuck that in the rig. Okay, now, I'm going to found that other dealy willy there. Got that dealy willy there. I might chuck that in the truck too. Just thinking out loud, as I often do. Might even want that big bastard on there. Am I stupid enough to put all that force on that muscle there? Yes. Hopefully I'll hurt myself really bad, and then I'll have an excuse not to go. Okay. That was fun. I didn't worry about the bloke's got his, one of these blokes, the carpenters have got their van in the way, so I'm not going to worry about putting that big heavy generator on there. I've got these two smaller jennies in here and a whole bunch of other whatevers. I'm not really that keen on tarping it all down, but they must be done just for the safety factors. Don't really have to, but should have decent weather and all, but just wind factors. I might lose a few things. No one cares about this story, but this is the story of my existence. Some chaps have got these backboards that they slide in here too, and they clamp to these somehow and all that, and that'd be pretty cool to have one of those, isn't it? Future thoughts. Okay, so right, let's just it's turned into super windy. That's really the one of the factors of making that final decision of tarping this up. Oh, okay. Whew, most of this. Oh no. Couldn't be ass carrying that. Right, I'll pull that out at some stage again and do some stuff with the guts. Ooh, easy exer. Hold on. Even got a toilet seat, so that's good. Now, all kinds of bizzos laying around all over the side of the shop, but look at that drill there. Do we have a chuck key attached to this majiggy? No, sometimes they got them in under here or something. We don't have a chuck key for that. No. You can live there. Right then, now, that'll bloody do. Now, we're going for dough. Might be able to pick up a little bit of extra food out. No. Hopefully we'll make some dough tomorrow, but at least we can strike this up as exercise. Because I was thinking, what if I can go for another jog tonight? Wouldn't that be awesome? Morning and night. But in doing this, I'm going to strike that up to exercise. Now, I don't have a whole lot of faith in that market anymore. So I'm just striking this up to exercise. Got to sort out those other dealy wheelies anyway, so that's good. Let's just take a picture of what I'm doing. We'll just document this life. Right then, got my tarp in there. Okay. What is this, a freaking typhoon on? The master's his hearing ain't too good these days, and there's something on his shed there. And this piece of corrugated something flapping around all over the show, making a noise. I'm gonna have to let him know about that. Some other thing fell off the same shed a couple of months ago, I guess. I'll let him know about that. And I don't know, hey, this is yours. Good bloke, that one. Wow, I tell you, it's 9:30 now. Freaking wind is just freaking wowsy. Whew. Sunny fella didn't say nothing about the wind. He said, oh, it's gonna be cloudy. And what about the freaking wind? We'll see. See what tomorrow brings. Who cares? Come on, hey. Who cares? Oh man. Now, oh. Some young guys were on the drive, and you could see how cool they felt. They're driving their cars, and you could see how they felt. They were so cool and young and going really fast, and I know that feeling. You know, you can't wait to, you know, you get out of your car at the servo, at the petrol station, you've got your hot car and you're getting to fill up your car. These days I go there and go, is Is that what you're charging me for a litre of juice? Different perspective. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that young fellow, he's definitely, one in particular, he's definitely going to get himself a few speeding tickets. These others were on this scoot and a dude on the back, or a chick on the back or whatever, and they were doing all kinds of illegalities. It seems like the cops aren't out tonight. See, they're fair weather. The revenue hunters are fair weather revenue hunters. That's real. If it's raining, you never see the cops. Fair weather, mate. Fair weather. Right. It's fair weather revenue hunters. So this is what I was talking about. It's that Siberian wind that when it hits autumn and then it decides to head into winter. It's like it just goes snap cold style. Like you get all this windage. I call that the windy season because there's a lot of seasons in this land. And then just freaking boom, all this like cold comes from freaking Siberia or wherever it comes from. Personally, I think it should just be nice enough to freaking stay there. And that'd be that. Anyways, that's what happened. So I've actually got a long sleeve top on for the first time. Freaking a long time. So there you go. Ooh, alright then. Whoa, dude. Yeah, I'm serious. That freaking when that wind comes, mate, and it brings all that freaking. I didn't even know what CLOD was. You know, first coming to this land, I never had a freaking beanie or I never had a long sleeve t-shirt. You know, I didn't. Damn it, freaking stupid! Why am I out of this time? And I didn't know what jackets were.